way he was a singer. You know, I had him come and do a couple of different shows. I think he did one up there on the line, but he did one last show that I had him do was over on the river. He came and done a show over there. And it was really weird in the mid-'80s. You could have somebody that was the best artist in the world, and people wouldn't come see them. And then the next week you'd have somebody that sounded like monkeys playing in a wash tub, and the building be full. You could never say, well, because somebody is a great. I had the Thunderbirds play, and they didn't have a crowd. I bet there wasn't probably 100 people in the building to see them.
That was it's just odd what people gravitate to.
Yeah.
You know, it's just really.
But I always thought and that, to me, I think that's something that we'll look for, is not mimicking what Mark Gray, T. Graham Brown. You know, there's a void for that.
Oh yeah, I mean, I miss soulful country. You know.
Yeah.
Because you had Kenny Rogers and you had Lee Greenwood. Lee Greenwood, I mean, aside from God Bless the USA, I mean, there just wasn't a better record than Turns Me Inside Out.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I heard that, it was on AM. I was in a Plymouth Valiant, and the signal was about to go out. I was coming through Iron City Road, and I pulled off on the hill on the side of the road so I could hear the rest of the song.
What was the boy's name? Had the big hair and wound up doing plays up in New York and stuff, but he wrote a bunch of real soulful stuff like in the late 80s. I saw him on something not long ago. But boy, he wrote some really soulful songs during that time. But he was almost like a classical singer, but he had the kind of voice that was, I hate that I can't remember. And he was a big artist for a period of time, but he's kind of like he just picked up and left Nashville and went to New York and started playing in plays.
I'm trying to you're talking about Gary Morris, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he had a real soulful voice.
And he did. And he was a boxer too, you could tell by the nose.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
that's getting over into our territory there. If they're a singer and a boxer,
you know,
too.
He had a huge record on Wind Beneath My Wings.
Maybe that's why I like Paul Thorne.
Yeah. Paul's a soulful.
Yeah, he is.
I love his singing.
Well, I like anybody that's a boxer or somebody that's a really good boxer, but if they can sing the blues,
it's even better.